Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Quick announcement before we get to our video. I've been invited to attend MagicCon Las Vegas as a creator. Huge thanks to all of you for supporting this channel. It wouldn't be possible without you. In celebration of hitting 5,000 subscribers, the lovely people at Ultimate Guard have sent along a box of their newest products, like this new solid color white boulder. Ultimate Guard is made famous by their boulders, known for being solid, reliable, and affordable deck boxes. I'll be giving away a few Ultimate Guard products at MagicCon Las Vegas, but only a few. I don't have a ton. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Daniel. Huge thanks to Daniel and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Daniel reached out asking for a $75 budget version of Torbran, Thane of Red Fell. He also asked for an upgrade path for the deck in case he liked it and wanted to upgrade it. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Torbran, Thane of Red Fell is a 4-mana 2/4 legendary dwarf noble. He says that if a red source we control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. Torbran is a very feared commander at my LGS, mostly because my child has been playing that deck for years. They love the deck and enjoy watching as people slowly whittle away their life totals. Remember, when building Torbran, he only cares about red sources of damage. So if you want to put a Valakut in your deck, feel free, but it won't suddenly start dealing 5 damage instead of 3. But more than just red sources of damage, we need to build an entire commander deck. Good thing we have our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One more thing before we get started. I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV over on my other channel, Musings by Danon, every weekday in the afternoons. If you want to pop in and ask some questions, chat about Commander, or just hang out, you're more than welcome to. Scavenger Grounds, War Room, Mines of Moria, and 32 mountains make up our nice and simple mana base. Give it up for monocolored decks. Runaway Steamkin, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Fire Diamond, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Wayfarer's Bauble, Solemn Simulacrum, Thrawn Dynamo, Burnished Heart, Chandra Torch of Defiance, Descent into Avernus, and Koth Fire of Resistance make up our mana ramp package. Virtue of Courage, Thrill of Possibility, Tectonic Giant, Sarkara the Bold, Magnus of the Wheel, Wheel of Misfortune, Big Score, Unexpected Windfall, Court of Ire, Sunbird's Invocation, and Browbeat help us to dig through our deck and find all of our fun spells. Abrade, Lightning Bolt, Chaos Warp, Lightning Strike, Cathartic Pyre, Pillage, Wild Ricochet, Smash to Smithereens, Wild Magic Surge, and Cast into the Fire help to remove annoying permanents. End the Festivities, Blasphemous Act, Goblin Chain Whirler, and Delayed Blast Fireball help to clear the board as needed. Mana Barbs, Sulfuric Vortex, Harsh Mentor, Roiling Vortex, Zozu the Punisher, Tybalt Rakish Instigator, Burning Earth, Fiery Emancipation, City on Fire, Spell Shock, Dictate of the Twin Gods, and Repercussion help us to slow the game down and also lower our opponent's life totals. Unruly Catapult, Thermo Alchemist, Firebrand Archer, Kessig Flame Breather, Mechanized Warfare, Fiery Inscription, Gutter Snipe, Erebor Flamesmith, Spear Spewer, Fanatic of Mogus, Teralf, God of Fury, Inferno Titan, Brash Taunter, Dracuseth Maw of Flames, Heartless Hitagetsu, and Angrath's Marauders make up the core of our deck and will help to close out games. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 48 mana sources split between 35 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. A little light, but monocolored decks can usually run light, especially with lower mana curves. 11 pieces of card advantage, 10 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, 1 Sudden I Win card in Repercussion. No, seriously, if our opponents have at least 2 creatures on board, and we have Repercussion and our commander, and then cast Blasphemous Act, they'll all probably die, assuming they've taken a bit of damage prior to that combo. We'll take 13 damage from our own Repercussion, of course, but due to Torbran adding damage, they'll each take 17 per creature. Remember, Torbran adds 2 per red source, so 13 from Blasphemous Act plus 2 from Torbran is 15, and 15 to each creature plus 2 is 17, so 17 damage per creature. Now, Daniel asked for some upgrades. First of all, let's take a look at improving the mana ramp. I'd want to add Dockside Extortionist, Mana Crypt, Throne of Eldraine, Jeweled Lotus, and Extraplanar Lens, as well as looking at replacing all of the basics with snow-covered basics. Next up, I'd add Underworld Breach for card advantage, and Tybalt's Trickery for more interaction. Finally, I'd add some more Stax effects in Spell Shock, Blood Moon, Price of Glory, and Price of Progress. As far as what to cut, I'd want to play the deck numerous times in my specific meta to determine which cards are working and which aren't, and then swap out the cards that don't work as well in my meta. Every meta is a little bit different, so I'm not certain which ones will work well and which won't. Do you have a Torbran deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, Alex, Cookie, Borgie, Jake, Exiled Rogue, Manassas, Nazwin, and Kyo. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.